Hi everyone, it's Kathy here from Karma's Creations. I'm going to do another video about making a little pouch that I started in a video earlier today. And the video is quite shaky because I had it on with my fan on. My fan's on now, making a noise too. I should turn that off. There, it's getting cooler anyway. It's almost 6. Well, it is 6. It's just gone. Now, in the video that may or may not come up, I had a piece of Hexi's stitched together like this, 1-inch hexagons like these, and I then worked out how many had to go where and stitched them all together like this to make a little pouch. The pouch is a Christmas gift for one of the granddaughters who's taken up English paper piecing, and it will have pieces in it that I've cut for her. In case anybody is interested, they can take a screenshot of that. The green here's the flap, top flap, yellow's the back, the orange is the front, and you just join the pieces once they're in there. Okay, in the previous one I had cut out this piece of lining and this piece of wadding. Well, it's not wadding, it's interfacing, iron-on interfacing, to make the lining for this bag. So now I am going to just stitch the sides together, and then I'm going to insert it, and then I've basted around the outsides of these after I took the papers out so that they wouldn't unravel, and then I just will pull that basting thread stitch out when I've joined the lining up to it. There could be a bit of noise in the background. I've got the front door open to cool me while I'm doing this. The fan makes a bit of noise, and it was the fan that created the movement in the last video, so I will just have the door open and get a little breeze. It's been quite hot today. Now I'm just going to do these sides, and then I will iron the seams open. Shouldn't take too long to complete this. Before I put this in, I will put the clasp in. Once it's all together, I will quilt along. I'm not sure whether I'll quilt around each hexagon and outline each one, or whether I will do a pattern like down through here like this all the way. Not sure yet. I didn't put up the other video yet. I have put it on YouTube, but I've got it on private because I don't want to put it on my channel and then have somebody watch it who has epilepsy or something similar, and the movement in the video makes them have some sort of episode. So if anybody's got any suggestions, if they know of any app or program that I can use that will take a lot of the movement out. My daughter suggested an app called InShot, but if I use that one, because I just I've always seen it all the way through, it either goes very, very low, very baritone, or goes like chipmunks. So come on, go through. So yes. And of course I am not computer literate. Well, I'm not technically minded, so I need my hand holding all the way through when it comes to taping things or altering things or anything like that. I need that light over here, don't I? Sorry if that made everything bounce. Right. Where is the dish with, here it is, bag clips. Here we go. I got the idea of making this pouch from Karen, who is Railway Cottage Creations, I think. I'll link her anyway. And come on, let go. She found a big heap of a bag full of Quilters Go paper piece Hexis at the op shop, and when she brought them home she was playing with them, and then she ended up making a nice looking pouch. I looked at that, but the only problem was that the hexagons she had were quite big compared to my 1-inch ones. So, oh look, I've got to trim that down a bit more. Just a little bit. What about on this side? Yeah, got to trim them down a bit more too. Anyway, she had a different configuration because her hexagons were bigger, and when I tried that configuration with these little ones, the 1-inch ones, it was much smaller. So wasn't really big enough to be useful for much other than a maybe a coin purse. And I wanted it to be big enough to put in the papers that I've got here prepared for my granddaughter. 1-inch papers and 1.5-inch papers, so yeah, we're all getting together early for an early Christmas in Brisbane, and that means hubby and I'll be home on our own at Christmas time, but that's the way it goes. They have larger families, and our kids have got their own grandkids now, so sometimes it's easier for us to go places than it is for them. Not that anything's really easy. But if I want to see them all for Christmas, this is the way it's got to be. So, means that I'm getting a bit more of a move on with the present making. Okay, the back's done. Now I'll do the front bits. I thought I'd made it small enough that it wouldn't come out too far, but obviously I was wrong. Another one. And last one. No, it's all right. Okay. Now, first up, I need to put this on the front, I think. other one on the lining, I think. So I'll just get another piece of fabric to put behind that. Maybe another piece of this one. Piece of iron-on interfacing. Now I need to make some slits in here. Put that down there for a minute so I can see. Is that where it's going to join? I think it is. In the middle of that one, bottom of that one, whatever. This is always scary. Where did that little piece of... Here it is. Might iron that on first. And then go through the two of them. Can you see? Can you see? Oh, yep. Can now. Okay. A little tiny hole there. And a little tiny hole there. In the back. And then bend them out. That's that one finished. I need to get a pen that I can... Don't have any pliers out here, so... Okay. Now, I have to work out where this is going to go. I'm just clipping into these. Now the middle one, let's yep, that's the same size as that. Let's iron this one down. Check again. Yep. Just putting a mark where the little dot is. Trim this away. Oh no, I won't. I'll cover it over. Ow. I think I should have had my pliers out here. Okay, there. Okay. Let's pin those together then. Pins, where are you? Hiding. Here we go. Maybe I could cut that back a bit. A little bit less fabric there. Yep. Now that's not straight. Let's try again. That's better. A little bit more. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Whoops, get back in there. What's wrong? Sounds like our dogs want their dinner. I'm not ready yet, doll. You could cook theirs if you like. You could make theirs if you like. If they're starving. Poor things, I can't have them starve. Our dogs normally eat with us. Same time. They like to sit down and, have their dinners. They eat less, slower if they eat with us. They seem to pace themselves. If they've got a bowl full of food any other time, it goes down an awful lot faster. No. A little bit more there, just a tiny bit cut off. This is not as easy as it looks either. I thought this would be a lot quicker than it is, but anyway, I suppose it's better to take a bit of time and do it properly. The iron gets very hot. The bit's got to go in a bit more. Bit more. It's better. That's good. I'm just going to whip right around the outside of these, the front and back, and then I'm going to whip these two little bits here together. Can go in there. I'm debating whether I should put any sort of embellishment on it, little bits of lace, anything like that. I'm really not sure. I think it'd be pretty, but then you cover up the pretty fabrics that these have been made with. I'll see when it's all finished if it looks like or feels like it needs some embellishment. If anyone's got any opinions or any suggestions, I'm happy to listen. This will be in the roundup of finished objects, you know, the show and tell with all the Christmas presents. The little one there needs to be tucked in. I think I might make some bigger hexes, some 2-inch or maybe 1.5-inch ones, and make the same pouch. Has anyone had a look at the bags and pouches and purses that are in Jennifer Clouston's patchwork bag? She's got quite a few made out of hexes. Not just hexes though. English paper piece to pieces. She's got a really nice apple core bag that I've made. I'll bring it to the party next time I come, when we do another EPP. Let's have a little iron here. I should have a pair of tweezers out here to be doing these things. Methinks. Next, I've only got 3 points to do. This front edge, it seems to be a lot easier to get going. It's a bit warm. Ooh, heat. One more. There. And then this one. One more. Good-o. Ouch. This one's a little bit wonky now. Let's just straighten him up. Just a little bit. Bit more. That's good. That's good. That's good, good, good. Now when I finish going right around all the edges with a whip stitch, I'm going to sew these two little bits here together and just have that bit there open. And this will hold, where is it? Here, these pieces that I cut. And that will be a Christmas gift for a granddaughter. Very pretty. Oh, thanks, mate. So I need to get my needle out. Let's have a look how long this has been. 35 minutes. I might just pause. I thought I'd better come back. I've just started whip stitching around the edge here. So I thought I'd better show you what I'm doing. I was going to just come back when it was all done, but I thought, well, perhaps it's a good idea. Yes, it's not invisible, but that I don't think is going to worry me or my granddaughter. Perhaps if it was for competition or something like that, I might do an invisible hemming stitch or something like that to join the pieces, but seeing it's the first one I've made in this particular pattern or style, I think it'll be perfectly fine. And I think I've been thinking about the quilting, and I think the quilting might be enough embellishment. I'm going to use my fluoros, I think. I don't know whether my fluoro colours, greens, yellows, oranges, pinks, and yeah, I'll go around 1/4 inch inside each hexagon in here. Pick a colour that contrasts to each piece. I won't put pink on pink, I might put yellow or green. Perhaps apricot, I don't know. Come on. I really need to get some of that thread conditioner so that my threads don't come apart. What is wrong with this? That's just to prove that I can have blunders and boo-boos as well as anybody else. I never try and delete or exclude any of the mistakes or anything, so move the scissors away. So yeah, tell me, have you done any EPP? What have you made? I mean, you don't have to make anything. You can just enjoy covering paper with fabric if that, brings you enjoyment. And I mean, it's all about enjoying yourself. the inside looks like. It's not perfect, not by a long shot, but I think it'll be okay. I've got a big week this week. Next week. Few trips. One of the grandsons is having a birthday, so I'll go down the beach this weekend to his... Down the beach means to the Sunshine Coast. To his birthday party, take his prezzies. His big brother's having a birthday 2 days before. But he doesn't live at home anymore, so I don't know. I don't know if he'll be at the party or not. I just have to wait and see. Next week we have a doctor's appointment in Toowoomba, so we'll head off there. And the week after that is our Christmas break-up, or one of them. Everything's coming hot and fast now, and will do and continue to do until Christmas or New Year. But that's okay. You know you're alive when you've got all these things to go to, participate in and be a part of. Come on. I've been doing quite a bit of preserving, drying and preserving as part of the Christmas presents. And I'll do a bundle up for each family grouping in the family to be gifted as a like a basket, or you know, everyone in that family eats the same food, so gift to the whole family. My husband's a writer, he writes poetry, so he's had some of his poetry published, and each family grouping will receive one of those, copy of his poetry. Trying to do everything ourselves rather than give the marketing machine more money. It's not like we haven't got any of the ingredients or whatever you want to call them to make things. Materials, knowledge. Well, it's starting to cool down nicely now. It's quite warm today. Quite yucky and warm actually. Not stinking hot, but warm enough. Almost done with the front. Oh, catch on the corner. Are they?
I think so.
They won't eat. I'm for taping again.
Come on, come and have your dinner.
I'll be out there soon, darling. Puppy dogs won't eat. Because Mum's not at the table. They're funny little girls. Here we go, round the back now. Or up to the flap, or whatever you want to call it. Flap's such a horrible word. The fold over. The closure. Missed that piece. Let's have another go. This would be really pretty if it was done in bigger pieces and I'd have to have a look at the schematic, but have pieces, cut out pieces that have got embroidery on them. Old doily, or I've got some cross-stitch, small pieces of cross-stitched pattern in a tablecloth, and they probably go good on a 1.5 or 2 inch hexi. Ideas. More than halfway finished now. Halfway round, whatever you like to call it. These stitches are going to show on the black, but never mind, it's the way it goes. The piece needs to come up a little bit more, just a bit more in there, in that corner. Let's see. There. Now let's see what's happening on this corner. This one's a bit dodgy. What did I do here? Didn't take great care, did I? That's better. But is it? Yeah, it's better. One more rethread. My puppies are on the floor here waiting for their mum. Oops, just a water bottle. Shut the door shortly, even though there's a lovely breeze coming in. Lovely breeze at night time also brings the mosquitoes. We don't need them. I'd like to know whoever bought them and what use they have on this earth. Come on, come on. Right. Yeah, so if there's anyone out there that like to see the video that I did before this and they don't have anything that will cause seizures, any medical condition, and they can sit through an hour of slight tremors, it's enough to be annoying. Let me know and I can give you access to it. I've uploaded it into my YouTube, but I just won't put it on public. I don't want to hurt anyone. So, yeah. Give me a cooey if you'd like to see it. In other words, let me know. Oh, here we go. do this, we're on our way home and you're making knots to hold me up. Not very chatty at the moment, sorry. Concentrating. I don't get any of those ugly loopy stitches. Ouch. Trying to hide the stitches on that black one. Suppose if I'd taken a bit more care I could have hid them on all of them. Oh well. That's a thought I just had. I'm not going to undo it all. No way. Dog's going to play up now, trying to get my attention. But that's okay. Come on. Over the holidays, when I get all these presents sorted, I've got a doll's house in here that I bought from Spotlight just after I went to Corinne's retreat in July. So what's that? That's 4 months ago. And it will be my country cottage for my mices for the Mouse Mansion projects that a few people are doing. I will upload the making of that house. I have a few alterations to the doll's house. It hasn't been put together yet or anything. The furniture's all sitting in boxes on the tea chest, waiting for me to open it up, start painting and all that, but I really want to get these gifts done. So yeah, I have to build a house and do the mods and then paint and then decorate. And I've got 3 mousies made, 2 from the Sam and Julia pattern and 1 little crocheted one, which I think is quite cute. I might have to make a couple more of them. They could be cousins from another country or from another continent. So yeah, we'll just see. I got all these ideas, but hey, I've got to restrictions put on myself that I cannot start on it until all these other things have been finished. Almost there. I'll be on my decline uphill soon. Oh, that's that thread I have to cut off. Unpick the basting. Oh look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges. That's all that's left. Woohoo! What, baby? You want me to come and have dinner? Hush. Shush. Yes, I will. Just wait. Just wait. I'm nearly finished. Yes, I know. I know. Dad came out and told me that you were waiting for me. I know. I know. Won't be long. Your poor little belly's starving. Yes, I know. What's that? What you doing? What you doing? What is that? Oh, it's a piece of fabric. Funny thing to have in the sewing room. A lot of slow stitching going on here today. I've got some resin work to do before this Christmas season is finished too. I've got 4 sets of gaming dice to make and pouches to contain them. If I get there. I think I'm all sewed out at the moment. I might give myself a few days off the needle at work. And start doing something different. As I said, I've been preserving and cooking, and I make individual Christmas puddings every year, so everyone gets one that they like the taste of, either fruit puddings or chocolate chip puddings. And I think the most I've ever made in a year was 72. This year will be pretty close to it because CWA, which I'm a member of, I do puddings for them each year. I've got 50 on the list this year for CWA for the breakup and things like that. So that's a start, and then what we need for the family. So I reckon we'll be giving the 72 a push. But yeah, there's always something. What is... Oh no, that's the one that I've got to pull out. That's all right. I thought I'd got a thread caught. I've got one more edge to do after this. One more. Ow. Few more stitches. Yay! I know, I'm a dag. Doesn't matter. What? Yes, Mum's coming. I know that next week's coming too, but won't be long. Come on, let's pull that extra loop down. Where are you? Let me split these. It'd be nice to be dexterous again. Got it. Yes, baby, I know, you were starving. I'm just going to have put the sides on, I think, but not this very second. Let's do this. This is the basting thread that I had around the tops of everything. I know, I hear you. There. Well, that's pretty. I like that. There. Wind those down. And there's our little pouch. When I do the roundup of all the Christmas presents and show you, I will show you this one finished with all the quilting done on there. Okay, well, I think I need to go and sit with these little girls so they'll have their dinner. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Bye.